gathering dust. This was James Stunt's fleet of supercars as he laughed off his money woes yesterday and claimed he's the richest man ever made bankrupt. Lined up outside his £11.5 million London mansion, the Rolls-Royces, Porsches, and Lamborghinis, all with personalized plates, seem rarely used. On Thursday, a judge declared him a £14 million bankrupt and blasted his appalling bid to dodge paying creditors. The Playboy ex-husband of Formula One heiress Petra Ecclestone issued a bombastic response, vowing, "I'm going to win this silly bankruptcy." But last night his former father-in-law Bernie Ecclestone described him as a clown who is probably the worst of everything. Speaking in Brazil, the F1 guru said he had no idea if Stunt had any business sense or how he was getting by financially. He said he was probably living a pitiful life due to restrictions on his spending imposed by police. Share this article. Share admitting he himself was probably owed millions, Mr. Ecclestone added. The bottom line is, anything I did in the past was to help him, for the good of Petra, the good of his wife, and I knew exactly what the result was going to be. He said, "In my opinion, when he was first with Petra I thought he was a nice guy. Nothing wrong with him at all, good company, good guy. Trying to do the best he was doing. And that's the only reason I gave any help. To try to help him get on. I just think there's something a little bit wrong with him, that's all. I don't think it's his nature." A court has frozen Stunt's assets, including his homes and beloved supercars, under a proceeds of crime restraint order. Yesterday, the brash Surrey-born bullion dealer, who enjoyed a private education, complained, "I have to be the richest man that has ever just been made bankrupt, all because of this restraint nonsense. I can't let my ego get in the way right now, because I'm going to win this silly bankruptcy." He urged his online followers not to believe the Daily Mail's court reporting, saying, "They're going to write bankrupt, bankrupt, bankrupt. It doesn't mean I've lost anything. I offered $1 million more, but the assets were restrained." He added, "I'm not worried, I'm not nervous at all." Stunt, 37, had bragged he would never go bankrupt, but his excuses ran out on Thursday after a string of court hearings. He faced a towering debt pile worth £14 million of allegedly unpaid bills. He owed a £1 million gambling debt to a speed-fitting firm and another £9 million to Christie's auction house for a Picasso. He was even being chased by his own divorce lawyers, who helped negotiate his 2017 split from Miss Ecclestone, 30, for a debt of £247,000. The father of three convinced a series of judges he was on the brink of being able to settle his debts, although he disputed several of the claims by selling off artworks including a £1 million Monet. He also said he was prepared to sell the £1.6 million work by modernist painter Marc Chagall. But High Court Judge Clive Jones threw out Stunt's application for proceedings to be adjourned and declared him bankrupt. Stunt's barrister Timothy Higginson said criticism of his client amounted to personal attacks and blamed his failure to comply with a previous court ruling on the restraint order. The assets will ultimately remain under the control of the CPS and the courts until the investigation is over.